Have you ever wished that you could stop creating every note from scratch? In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a really cool option that Apple doesn't ever tell you about. When you do this, you'll have templates, which will make it very easy to just do what you want to do and get what's in your head on your note. So let's get started. Stay tuned to the end where I'll give you a bonus tip. Here I am on my iPad. First thing I want to do is create a folder. To create a folder, there's an icon on the top of your toolbar, picture of a folder with a plus sign right here, and I'm going to press new folder on my iPad and I'm going to give it a name. And there we go. Press the check mark and now I have a folder on my iPad that's called Journal. Inside, I'm going to create a note by pressing the box with the pencil. And here's where I'm going to make my template. I'll put that in parentheses and you'll see why later. What would I want in my journal? If I want to make it very easy so I don't have to think all the time, I'll write, how did my day go? Highlight. Oop. Now for each section, I would like to have a way to just add quickly to the list. Easily do that by using a function in Notes called checklists. Now I'll go back and I'm going to click in between each line and you'll see the formatting button. It starts with a two-letter A's, capital and lowercase. Right next to the formatting, you'll see two circles with a check mark. Press on that and I get my first check off list. Return, return. So I'm going to have three, and if I'm typing and I press return, then I'll get an automatic new check mark. Okay, so that's for that. I'm going to do the same thing here, add a checklist, return. It's easier sometimes if you press space bar and then return when you're on your iPad. Okay, things to ponder. Again, I'm going to press return. I'm going to press the checklist, space return, space return. Now I have three things. Now what I have here is going to be my template. Now it's time for me to actually use the template. I don't want to type in this. I want to always use this to create my next one. So how do we do that? To create a new note from a template, you're going to hold your finger down on it and you're going to get a menu. So I'm going to press duplicate note. And now you'll see in my journal folder, I have two notes, both with the same name. But I'm going to take the second one and I'm going to actually put the date. Okay. Still having remnants of the Canadian wildfire smoke. Here, the heat. The good news is it isn't raining. Get the idea. I can type into it. I can go down to highlights and add something there, things to think about, and there I have my note. Tomorrow I can go back in or the next day, and when I want another note, again, just press on Daily Journal, press duplicate note, and now I'll have another one. If you change your mind and you don't want that to delete it, use your finger, tap on it, and slide left, and you'll see the move or delete. Press on delete, and there you go. Okay, so that's how you create a template for something like a journal, but there are other reasons to create a template. So I'm going to go back to notes and I'm going to create a folder called on my iPad, and I'm going to call it shopping. There it is. And now I'm going to go to that folder. Guess what? I'm going to create a note. I'll press return, produce. Now I want some circles that would be a checkoff list. I'll press the list. I'm going to press space return, space return, space return, and I do that for a few. Now, if while I'm typing what I need another one and I haven't had enough spaces for it, once I press space return, I'll get a new one. I want the next section, condiments, oils, canned. Okay, again, I'm going to press the check off, space return, space return, space return. You get the idea. And then the next section, dry goods. And then I'll press space return, space return, space return. You get the idea. There's my template. I'm just going to leave it alone. Now I'm going to make a shopping list. duplicate. So now I'm going to write the date. And as I use it, I might delete it after I go shopping. I don't need to keep my old shopping list, but this keeps it nice and clean. Those are two ways to use templates in Notes and save your things and make it easy for you to keep all your thoughts in a logical place so that you don't have to remember everything. But stay tuned for one more tip. Okay, let's say you have a shopping list and you'd like to share it. So you can share any of these notes, whether they're a template or not, by pressing the sharing box. And then you can send it in a message to somebody that is in your contacts, and they will get the shopping list all filled out. Find this video helpful? Go ahead and click the like button. Leave me a comment for what you'd like me to do next. And if you're interested in becoming a member, you can find out about that on my channel page or in the comments. See you next time.